Hey, welcome back. Let's talk about paragraphs. Since you're going to be writing content for the landing pages and the blog post of your website, it's important to know how the paragraphs work. A paragraph is a series of sentences that are organized and coherent and are all related to the single topic. We already know that. But in order to get the best out of your website, out of your landing pages, here's what you need to keep in mind. Number one, make sure the paragraphs that you write or you put together are short. See, most people scan through a landing page. They scan through a website. They don't really read word to word or the entire sentences. With shorter paragraph, it's easier to read the information that you have written on your landing page. Shorter paragraphs are also easier on the eyes, right? People have short attention span right now with all the social media distractions and whatnot. They're also easier to understand. When people see something that's easier on their eyes, that's easier to understand, that obviously increases the average time spent on your website, because now people will read more than if you had longer paragraphs after paragraphs on your landing page. Now, when it comes to the language, you want to make sure, or you should make sure, that you keep it simple. Don't try and impress people with words that are hard to understand. The more simple you keep, the longer people will stay on your website, okay? When it comes to paragraphs, don't have more than 3 to 4 sentences in each paragraph. Maybe about 200 words, between 150 to 200 words at most, and 4 sentences at most. So keep them short. Make sure there's enough space between the paragraphs, so as people scan through the landing pages, they get your message. Whatever it is that you're trying to tell them, they get that message. And the biggest thing about shorter paragraphs that you need to remember is it makes it easier to read short paragraphs from cell phones, from mobile devices, which is where you're getting most of your traffic from anyways now. If you remember, we saw a few screenshots in one of the previous videos where in some search phrases, the traffic coming from mobile devices was more than 70%. So if that's where your audience is, if they're calling you from their cell phones, you must remember that you write paragraphs, you write bullet points, you add images in such a way that people can easily consume that content from their cell phones, because that's what's going to help you get the most amount of leads and business at the end of the day. Okay? So hope that helps. Keep that in mind, and I'll see you in the next video.